Tonight I sit with a little bit of a smile on my face. I am trying a whiskey that I looked online, I looked on YouTube. There is not a single review on this whiskey, so it could be that I am the first one to actually review this whiskey. So quite excited, trailblazer and all, and I love this bottle. And I picked this bottle up. It was donated by one of my subscribers. I'm not sure if I need to mention his name. Sometimes people don't always want to their names to be said all over the YouTube. So I'm going to be cautious. He did say, review it if you want to, and of course if you don't want to review it, just tell me what you think about it. He's not affiliated with this distillery. He's just a whiskey enthusiast, as somebody that likes a good whiskey. Now if he says it's a good whiskey, he loves it, well, who am I to not make a video on it? Now I did open the bottle yesterday. I had a couple of drams already, and well, not going to spoil anything, but the bottle itself, it looks random, with this little dots and dashes on it. Lovely light color. It's not an old whiskey. It's a relatively young whiskey at 4 years old. So you know, sometimes when you hear 4 years old, the expectations do go a little bit down. And well, I did a little bit of research, and the bottle itself, it's a striking bottle. For me, it's all about the whiskey. Small little label on top, no fanciness, no fancy lettering, black and white, clear to read. And of course, when you have this nice little grippy area with the dots and dashes in it, and of course when you do a little bit of research, it tells you exactly what you are looking at. Now, Feddy is the name of this whiskey. It is a single malt whiskey powered by women, and the reason behind that is this whiskey is actually coming from a small island in Norway, and the island is called Fayach Island. Now that's what I think it's the pronunciation is. I did try to find the correct pronunciation of this one, but if you look at the spelling, it's F-E-D, and I'll put it over here, F-E-D-J-E. Now that is not what Fayach means for me, but apparently that's how you pronounce it, and we will stick to that. So yeah, dashes and dots on this one, and it's a representation of how many people are on the island. And we're talking about, and I have to look up here quickly, the residents represented by 752 dots all over the place, and I thought it is just for the grip and non-slip, but there's method in their madness. And if I look at the dashes and dots, they do say each bottle features 520 embossed dashes representing the island's residents, and 750 dots representing the first distillery's investors, and all of them are women. So yeah, power to the women, and I am sure that I am going to enjoy it as much as my donator. And of course, I did open up a bottle yesterday, and I had a couple of drams, and I must admit, well, I'll tell you about it a little bit later. So on the bottle itself, you also have information on the side. Hopefully you can see, not always such a nice lighting. I do struggle sometimes with the lighting in my house. Late in the evening, still sunshine outside. But this is the 2025 edition. It is batch 0102, and it has 6,500 bottles. And more information that they give us, and I'm struggling a little bit here. Ex-bourbon cask, ex-sherry cask, and a minimum of 4 years old. So it could be maybe 4.5 or 5 years old, but color-wise, it is a very light golden color. So, not going to make this a big, long video. Gonna give a quick pour on this one. 47.2% ABV, natural color, non-chill filtered. So they are really ticking all the right boxes for me. And, well, let's see if I have some other information here. Rich, silky, and lingering, that they are saying on this one. So that is as far as I can do. I am not, and of course they do push the green label thing. Everything is recycled. They, I think 52% of the glass comes from recycled glass, and they have all the logos telling us how green this whiskey is. Well, for me, it's all about the nosing and tasting. Am I going to enjoy this whiskey? Is it going to be a nice whiskey? The founder of this distillery, Anne Kopang, I'm not sure if I pronounce it correctly. So it is a women's distillery. It is a distillery that's run by women, and it seems that also all of the investors, you must be a woman to be part of this investment in this distillery on this island called Vajag Island. Now, color-wise, it is very light in color. It's a little bit darker than this suggested, but 4 years old, so don't expect a lot. There is some ex-sherry casks, big casks, 250 liter casks, that I end up, of course, adding into one and to making sure that is a nice marriage going to take place. There is a little bit of a viscosity on this one. You might see there is some very slow legs to form, and it seems like once they form, they do quite run fast down the glass. So on the nose, cheers. Wow. For a 4+ year old whiskey, this is lovely. And it for me is a perfect timing for this whiskey. It's a summery whiskey. It's summer in a glass type of whiskey. There's a lovely sweetness that comes out. Now with this one, and I saw that yesterday when I did some tasting, and just to make sure that this is going to be a whiskey that I want to review. Sometimes you get a whiskey that you think to yourself, am I going to review this, or am I just going to skip it? So you don't want to say bad things about some people's whiskey. They spent a long time creating something, and so it's not always that person that want to make a, well, I'm not going to say anything about that. So definitely on this one, summer in a glass. There's a sweetness, there's a fruity component to it. Apples, reminds me a little bit of an Asian pear note. That alcohol, now that's something for maybe 4.5, 5 years old. I presume somewhere in between. If you do agitate it a little bit and you stick your nose in, that youthful note is definitely there. It's a little bit of a nail polish remover, and it does bring out a little bit of a jagged edge. But if you let it settle down, like that, couple of seconds, it settles down, and then you get that oakiness that comes out. Freshly planed piece of oak. There's a hint of a toffee coming through. Reminds me a little bit of a vanilla ice cream. Now, it is ex-sherry cask as well. Color-wise, it doesn't really scream out sherry cask influence. So it might have been probably not a long period of time, or it was maybe a second fill, not sure. But there's not a lot of that raisiny dates, fig notes on this one. Color-wise and of course on the nose. It is lovely. It reminds me a little bit of a Orchard House type of whiskey. So that fruity component is definitely there. And I think maybe it will be a good idea to add a couple of drops of water on this one, just to give it a little bit of time to open up, especially because it's a young whiskey. And with that little bit of time that you give it to settle down, it just opens up to something that is lovely, light, sweet, friendly, and more toffees, vanillas comes out, and I'm still not getting that sherry cask influence. So on the taste, cheers. I am quite surprised of the woody taste that I get. It's distinctive oak wood that comes out, sweet oak wood that comes out. And then you get a little spice hit from that alcohol. There's definitely a little pinch on that one. A little bit of a youthful note comes out, a little bit of a jagged edge that comes out, but it's quickly gone. And then you are just left with this lovely, sweet friendliness on the mouth. Oaky indeed. Try again. Now, small sips, 47.2% is quite high. But with the second sip, I do feel there's a little bit of an oak build up. There's a little tannins coming through, a little bit of a bitter note, a little bit, I think, from that ex-Oloroso sherry cask. European oak always brings out, for me anyway, a little bitterness. And sometimes if it's not managed correctly, it can be a little bit too much. Now, yesterday when I tried this one, I realized, give it a small sip. I didn't add any water. Small sip, just give it a little bit of time in the mouth and sit back, relax, go on with life. And then you come back a little bit later with a small sip again. Don't keep on sipping. For me anyway, that build up can be a little bit too much. And before I knew it, I poured myself a second drink. And before I realized, I said to myself, enough already, it's time to go to bed. So, a lovely one. From nose to the taste, and I want to try it again. Definitely more ex-bourbon than ex-sherry cask for me. And that apples is there, that little bit of a pear note is there. A little bit of a vanilla, maybe a hint of honey that comes out for me. It is lovely. Summer whiskey, a sweet summer whiskey. Wow, a sweet summer friendly whiskey indeed. All the way from Norway. Wow, I think I need to add a little bit of water. Now I'm just going to add a teaspoon of water. So maybe 5 milliliters. And just to see what the effect is going to be. If that little jagged edge, that little bit of the ethanol is going to disappear or not. And it did. That little bit of that ethanol note, maybe it can do a little bit more water. Let me just try it like this. Never overwater your whiskey. But there's more vanillas, more apples, more crisp apple, green apple, pear note, vanillas, vanilla ice cream. Oh, it's nice. On the taste of a little bit of water. Definitely add a little bit of water. It feels to tone down that little ethanol note, that little bit of a nail polish, sweet, crisp, as a hint of a lemon right here at the back. I get a little bit of a lemony note that comes out. It feels like I want to chew it. One more sip. Even a little bit of a oiliness with that couple drops of water. So definitely, my friend, from Norway. You can leave a comment if you want to comment who you are. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to review this whiskey, maybe the first one on YouTube. Spread the word. Norway is making fantastic whiskey, and to the distillery, a fantastic whiskey, and I will keep an eye on this distillery. Are they going to make something in the 10-year-old range? It's going to be spectacular in my opinion. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and I see you next time. Cheers.